Dictation number SV180TN007. Get ready. Start. An honorable member of the Legislative Assembly speaking on the Governor's address said, "Sir, I would like to say a few words on some of the points mentioned in the Governor's address. In an agricultural country like ours, agricultural industry must attract our greatest attention. Whatever be our population, food has got to be produced. The problem in the state is to intensify agricultural operations so that on every acre of land we can grow much more than what we are doing today. Production per acre in our country is much lower than in other countries. By adopting scientific methods of agriculture and by using improved strains of seeds and better manure, I think it is quite possible to increase production. I wish those production committees were formed in every village. They should see how best to improve agriculture by demonstration, by running of model farms and by other means. The government should only give them such assistance as they need and permit the sale of improved seeds and better manure through the agency of these committees. If government interference is reduced and the people are helped to help themselves, that will create the necessary enthusiasms and climate for development. I now turn to irrigation projects. No new irrigation projects are taken up and work on the existing projects is being slowed down. I feel that slowing down of any irrigation project on the ground of want of money is not a sound policy. Greater economy can be affected not by slowing down the projects but by completing the work with the minimum loss of time so that water could be let into the fields and production increased thereby. Works are being slowed down without taking into consideration the urgency of the matter. I wish that particularly irrigation schemes were completed as quickly as possible, even by borrowing the required money if necessary. There cannot be any excuse for not taking up a project on the ground of want of money. The government will have to find the money and see that the project is completed. I say this with emphasis because this will ultimately decide whether it is worthwhile for the people to lend to the government for projects which they want to be executed. I want that funds borrowed for a specific purpose should be utilized for that purpose only and that purpose should be fulfilled as quickly as possible. I now come to community projects. After we attained independence, many developments have taken place in the country. Nobody can deny that we have made tremendous progress. Our desire is that we should have progressed more, but that is a different matter. We have achieved so much progress within such a short time, subjecting ourselves to all sorts of difficulties. The truth is that we can be proud of what has actually taken place. Big projects have sprung up all over the country, but so far as the common man is concerned, whatever happens in some parts of the country cannot appeal to him. He may say, if water flows somewhere, how does it help me so long as it does not flow into my field? What is the use of big roads in some parts of the country? If my village is not improved, they are not going to serve any purpose. Unless we make the common man feel that he is a partner in the great drama that is taking place in this enterprise, which all the citizens should embark on, I do not think we can create sufficient enthusiasm in him to shoulder his responsibility. The community projects provide a real solution to this. At present, we have selected a particular group of villages which give sufficient scope to show the enterprise of the people and their desire to work and the responsibility for building up dams, constructing bridges, and executing irrigation projects. The success of this experiment will ultimately decide what sort of village economy we will have in our country. We ought to revive the old spirit of joining together and working in cooperation. Otherwise, I do not think it would be possible for us to solve most of our problems. I now come to the problem of the handloom industry, which in our state is one of the most important problems confronting us. 1 out of every 10 families is supposed to be that of the handloom weaver. As long as this problem is not solved, it shall be a drag on the economy of South India. There was a time when the handloom industry did not face this problem because then there used to be hand weaving side by side with hand spinning. All weavers who spun their own yarn wove it into cloth, and there was some more of adjustment between hand spinning and hand weaving. When the mills came into existence producing yarn, the number of handlooms multiplied, with the result that today to bring about coordination between supply of yarn and the weaving of cloth has become a problem. I think from a long range point of view, it would be necessary to establish cooperatives connected with handloom weavers which can take up the responsibility of manufacturing yarn and supplying them to the various handlooms units that are working under them until they take to electricity and convert to their handlooms into power looms for more efficient production. Stop.